What's up, guys? Jay Daniel here. This is Remote Closer to Millionaire episode 40. And let's talk for a second. Obviously, this doesn't apply to everybody. But think about why you're stuck. Think about what's holding you back. A lot of shit comes to mind, right? I would say the number one thing for most people, it sounds corny, but it's not trusting themselves enough. It's not believing themselves enough. It's being too humble. It's not having enough of an ego. If you're fucking lazy, if you're not willing to do the hard things, if you're stuck in a bunch of fucking vices, beating yourself off all day, that's a different story, right? Get the fuck out of your environment, figure out what you want. But if you know what you want, you got a vision for your life. You got some shit that you're grinding towards. If you don't trust in yourself 1,000%, if you don't talk your shit, if you don't have a fucking ego, if you don't have some fucking pride, you're gonna get crushed by the people that do. Ask me how I know that. Nothing is more frustrating than knowing you've put in the work, you've done everything in your power to be the best version of yourself, from skill, everything. You've read everything, you've worked, you've reflected, and you keep getting beat by the people with almost an insatiable self-esteem. You gotta stop being humble. You gotta talk your shit. You gotta do shit every day that dismantles the old identity that you had. Every single day. Start thinking about all the times when you downplay. Start thinking about all the times when you look for others to talk you up. You look for others to see you doing shit. Fuck that. Talk yourself up. See yourself doing shit. It's called self-talk and internal dialogue. Because at the end of the day, from a business perspective, right? I can't give you $1 if I don't have one. If I don't feel certainty in the words that I'm saying and who I am as an individual standing before you, you're not gonna feel it. You're not gonna trust me. Because at that level, I need to trust me. Take these words seriously. This is the shit that'll get you out of your fucking hole. This is the shit that'll get you to the next level. Talk your shit. They say that Michael Jordan used to talk shit not to piss off the other team, but to hype himself up, to add to his focus, to his concentration, to his fucking hunger. He believes, he knows that the more pressure's on him, the better he's going to perform. Monitor your self-beliefs. We all have different beliefs about different topics. Think about what those beliefs are. Did you choose that belief? Or is it just a belief you have? Because if it's just a belief you have, you could have got it from your parents. You could have got it from one of your teachers. You could have got it from a fucking TV show. The process of personal development is the process of choosing your own beliefs. Think about who you would be if your beliefs were all items of your choosing in alignment with your vision for your life. Think about that. Just ponder it. Take the next fucking 2 minutes and just think about this shit. What would that look like? What would you look like? How would your conversations look like? How much respect would you have for yourself? How differently would you take action? There's a lot of stuff you could do in the morning, during the day, to get your mind right, help you become the version of yourself that you want to become. But I would argue, number one, every single day, It's conscious reprogramming of your beliefs. Here's what you do. I'm gonna give you a little game. You don't do this once. Get a pen and paper. Write down your beliefs. Write down your beliefs around money, around fitness, around relationships, around what you deserve, around who you are, around the people that you deserve to have in your life. And then right next to it, write down what you actually have. If there's any incongruence between what you believe, what you say you believe, and what you have, you don't actually believe it. Because if you did, you would change it to make sure that's actually your reality. You would find the new people for you to befriend. You would find the new opportunity for you to start making more money. Thank you. You would find the opportunity for you to start making more money, because beliefs are your standards. Reprogramming your standards is how you change your quality of life. Because if it's not a standard, you're gonna find a way to talk yourself out of it, because you're talking yourself into your current standard. Think about your income. Think about the worst months that you have. There's probably a point that you will not go lower than. For some people, that point is losing my house. For some people, that point is going into negative on a credit card. For some people, that point is owing anything on a credit card. For some people, that point is only having $70,000 in the bank. You can set that standard. You can set that point. And once you truly set it, that becomes your life. Because now your brain, it's your standard. Think about somebody who's fit that won't eat pizza. Their standard is the way they look. Their standard is the way they feel. And they won't go below it. Instant pleasure has no power against a strong purpose, right? A daily practice you can do to start reprogramming these beliefs is just say them. Write them out. Write out a list of the beliefs that you need to become the version of yourself that you want to become. And literally, 2 minutes a day. Buenos días. ¿Cómo estás? Gracias, hermano. Once you just literally 2 minutes a day, I promise you, this will change your entire being. 2 minutes a day. Write them out on a Google Doc. I can post mine. I can send you mine if you want. I'm actually going to create a module in the free community. I'm sure you guys know about it by now. Remote Paradise University. Literally everything I've learned over the last 8 years about personal development, fitness, making money remotely, traveling. Everything's in there. I have coaches coming in too. They teach everything. Literally every possible modern wealth strategy to learn, to make money remotely, different jobs you can work, everything's in there free. I'm gonna upload the docs in there of what I do, but I'll talk you through it right now. You don't have to. All you're gonna do is you're gonna write out the beliefs, right? One of mine's a really good book by T. Harv Eker called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. He talks about this. I'm also gonna upload a reading list of really good books to read, but he talks about how he goes a little bit more into the science of how a really good analogy. Your intention is what rewrites the code for your intention can actually rewrite the code for the world. He'll explain it better than me, but basically here's the exercise. Write out the six affirmations, declarations, right? One of mine is I have a millionaire mind. Another one is my inner world creates my outer world, right? Everything in the world is happening for me. Everyone is here to get me closer to my purpose. Find ones that work for you. You can rip mines if you want. I ripped most of T. Harv Eker's at first, then I rewrote mines once I internalized them. But just say it every morning until you memorize them. Buenos días. Buenos días. Gracias por todo lo que haces. But yeah, literally, consciously say them. Slowly. Feel them. Keep saying it over and over again. As you start saying it, you're gonna start to be able to see yourself living that way. You know it's working when they start coming out by themselves. Literally, you're going through your day, you're going through a workout, and you start to hear these thoughts come into your mind. That means it's becoming unconscious. If you want to really nail them in, take a cold ass shower. And as you're saying the cold shower, just start saying them. Feel it in your fucking bones. It's called a trigger. Not a trigger, it's called, I forget the name. It's called an anchor. It's called a physical anchor. You can actually anchor the emotions, anchor that sensation of the cold shower, anchor it to those new beliefs, and it gets embedded into your nervous system faster. It still takes time. You still have to do it consistently, but it starts changing your standards. I don't tolerate having less than this much in my bank account. I don't tolerate being out of shape. I don't tolerate having a fat body. I don't tolerate not being super rich.